Hi guys, welcome back. It's Sunderland Road to Glory, episode 46. So we're into October now. So it's not too busy a month. It's just the 4 games. I have thought that we're gonna simulate the first game. So we're gonna simulate the game against Sheffield United. Obviously they're right down with us, but I think that's going to give us the best chance of actually coming away with some points, really, because Watford, who is the other home team, are actually flying high in the league. They're up in, I think it's about 4th place at the minute. So Villa, I think they're in 10th. Yeah, so Aston Villa's in 10th, but they're away. And then we have Spurs 7th and Watford. As you can see, they're up in 4th place. So I did actually have a look through the teams to try and obviously see how much better they are than us. So Sheffield United are a 4-star team. We're pretty much the same, really. I think we're 79 as the attack, and then we have 76, I think midfield, 77 defence. So we are very similar in our overall. Obviously Spurs are a very good team, 5-star there. So like I say, we're 4-star. I have changed, so obviously in the simulations I am going to bring in Crespo, Rincon and Lewis Ferguson. Obviously that improves the overall values of the team, you would say. So but yeah, so there's Watford, as you can see. So they're a 4.5-star team, 81 throughout. So I think they're one of the few teams that actually haven't got a weak area. Because like even some of the bigger teams, I think it was Manchester United I saw. Yeah, Manchester United, they obviously have a weaker fullbacks, and Matic is down to 75 now. So obviously they're playing a couple of players that are probably not good enough. And even Man City, they've got obviously a youngster in that centre-back role, so 75, obviously massively below the rest of the team. Liverpool's very strong throughout. As you can see, there's not much that's wrong with that team. But yeah, so I think it's just interesting. Obviously, some of the teams do have a weaker player here and there. Brentford, obviously, they came up with us, so they're not the best overall as well. But yeah, obviously we'll keep adding to our squad and keep trying to improve the youngsters, and as they do get better, obviously Jackson and De La Vega now up to 82. So I think possibly Max Power, maybe at the end of the season we may take him out of the starting lineup, I would think. And same with Willis. I think he'll probably come out, Crespo Rincon will start, and then we'll probably look to sell Bailey Wright. I'm not sure whether to do it in January or we could wait till the end of the season. But obviously if he starts dropping his rating, he's going to drop his value. So we'll see how we go on with that. Yeah, so we're going to start with a sim here. So as you can see from the table, obviously we're 14th, just a couple of points ahead of Sheffield United at the minute. So let's get into this sim and hope that we can pick up a victory here. It is a 1-0 win, but Brahim's picked up an injury, so he went off after 8 minutes and he stayed off. He went off straight away. Simonson came on. Madjagor's the winner, but obviously we'll have to look at the price that we've actually paid for that win. So as we quickly go to the injuries, out for 3 months. So Brahim, obviously our superstar from Real Madrid, is out for 3 months, and that is not the best, because obviously we've got Tris Peters is out as well. So that is going to really leave us with a bit of a issue in that on the wing. Right, so we are up to 11th after that. So it's obviously come at a cost, like I say, but we have pulled obviously nicely away from. Yeah, we pulled that little bit away now from Sheffield United, so that's one bright point at least. A young goalkeeper going up to 52 rating there. So that's only 6'7". I assume he's going to be a striker, hopefully. Great potential. I think we'll just sign you straight up. So no to you, no to you, and no to you. Right, so we'll come back at the next game, obviously, and the next game is. So obviously we have Tottenham at the end of the week. So Tottenham Saturday, Watford and Aston Villa will be our played games. So join me back when we're up against Spurs. Right, and we're at the Spurs game, but we have had another injury. Fortunately, this time it's just going to be a bruised rib injury for Pickford, so he's just out for the 3 days. But I assume that's going to mean that obviously he's not going to be available for this game against Tottenham. We're in 12th then. Obviously everybody's played their catch-up games now. But let's get into this game and see how we go on. So let's have a quick look to see if Pickford. Oh, he is fully fit, so Pickford's fine to start. Obviously, there's a big drop off if we did have to play Leighton. So here we are at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Obviously, a beautiful stadium. Tottenham, I think they were 7th last time we've seen, so obviously they're looking, pushing for Europe. Obviously early stage, obviously only 8 games into the season, so but this is probably our most difficult game of the episode. So we got off to a good start result wise, obviously picking up that 1-0 win in the simulation, but can we get something from a top team? So obviously we've had issues so far against the higher teams, been able to try and pick up a point. Obviously City and Chelsea both beat us last time out. And they're in behind quickly. It's Muller, smashes it home, and that's not the start we needed. Thomas Muller. Obviously he must be aging a little bit in the save now, but kind of gave that chance away. They've got in behind us straight away. It's hard stroke and Pickford beating it his near post. So it's a little bit disappointing. But 7 minutes gone, we're 1-0 down. Clark rolls it into Son here, out on this. Oh, it looked like he was impeded, but the referee waved play on. Here is Max Power. A little bit short on De La Vega, but De La Vega manages to get it round. And we'll go back to De La Vega now. De La Vega cuts inside. Find Archie Jackson. Archie Jackson, it looked like that was a foul. I think probably not enough contact really. It definitely was impeded. Tanganga out on this as a right back at the minute. Muller again. So it's a good ball, Harry Kane. Oh, and what are we doing? I think that's Jordan Willis there who's just got caught under the ball. Harry Kane just absolutely dominated him. So Muller, you've got to say, could Henry have done more to block the cross? Once it's come in, Harry Kane just... Yeah, he's just got up. Willis just nowhere near the ball, and Pickford no chance from that distance. Harry Kane already up to 6 goals this season. And we are in a big hole here. 2-0 down early on in this first half. Clark. Oh, and he's got that in behind. Muller. Again. Oh, he's gone for the little cheeky back heel. Got over the back post. Wagnerman's got up. Denied. I think it was Son who was at the back post. Now we can break. And it's Power into Simonson. So Simonson, this is his chance. And it looked like he got away for a second. And then it was... managed to get back at him. Throw this into De La Vega. De La Vega now. Powers it into Power. Rico Henry's going behind. Rico Henry! It's a good ball, but it's a ball over the top. It's a good one. In behind here, Fernandez having to come out. Oh, it's Willis actually. Fernandez gets the header, but Harry Kane working hard to get it back for Tottenham. Oh, and Dombele. Too easy. Defensively, that is poor. Just been given the slip there, and Dombele had to do very little, just a cut back really. So it's rolled into him here. It's just easy cut back. The defender is just miles away. I think is it Fernandez? So 3-0. Looks like this game's gone beyond us. Dombele managed to get that through somehow. Yearwood. We've got Crispo Rincon here who's bombing forward. So the centre back. Not the best pass, but Danny Loader manages to get it off and just too far ahead of Maggio, who's running onto it in space. So it's going to be a defeat, a crushing one, 3-0, and we're never in that game really. So away from home against Tottenham, obviously it was going to be a difficult game, but as you can see, we didn't even get a shot in the game. Not even one off target. That's the worst game. Worst game of the season so far. I think even worse than the Man City game. At least against Man City we had our chances. That one was just terrible. Right, and we're back. So we're at the Watford game. We have had obviously after the crushing defeat, we've actually had a bit of good news, and that's the fact that Tris Peters is already back. So obviously he's had a quick return to fitness. He has still got the indicator of like the injury indicator on him at the minute, so I am going to just leave him on the bench to start. But he is fully fit, so he'll definitely come on later on if Simonson's not having a good game. And also I've changed the midfield up a bit, so I have brought Lewis Ferguson in. He's going to start in that more attacking centre mid, and Power's moved over. So we need to try and get a bit more going forward this game. Obviously against Watford, against Spurs we were terrible. So Watford, who are also a very good team, obviously riding high in the league, it's going to be difficult, but we need to at least compete, you would say. Obviously it's a home game as well. So right, so back at the Stadium of Light in front of the home fans, we need a big performance now. Honestly, like I say, with looking at the squads, Watford are very strong. So it's going to take a big performance to get anything from this game, but I think these are the kind of games that we need to really try and have a go at, and that's an own goal, I think. I'm sure that's... So De La Vega's celebrating, but I'm sure that's gone on off the defender. There's a great run by Maggio and a lovely little ball inside. I'm sure the defender's got the touch on it. So it's a lovely pass. It's played through. Yeah, I think definitely the defender's tried to obviously clear it. It's sliced off his foot, I'm sure. No, they've given it to De La Vega, who's got the last touch. I think still from the replay it looked like it could have been the defender, but De La Vega, he'll pick up his first goal of the season. So obviously he did well last year, picked up a lot of goals, so that's a good... Hopefully that pushes him on to start banging the goals in for us. Oh, and that's terrible. What are you doing? What are you doing? How's that played there? Oh, is that Jordan Willis? Oh, and that is trying to play it back to Fernandez, and he's just absolutely shanked it. But Swai just takes the gimme, nutmegs the keeper. Oh, and we get a lead for literally a couple of minutes and then just give it away at the back. That is shocking. Gets the ball in, Wagnerman, it's a good header. You can't hold it up. It's coming back a bit at us here. Struck from distance, Pickford, it's a good save. Wagnerman does well. Oh, and then he gives it away. The team are just playing awful at the minute. Pickford making a save. Play through, Archie Jackson now. Got some space. Archie Jackson still going. Got Rico Henry who's bombed on here. Back to Archie Jackson. Jackson tried to chip it into the far corner and just didn't connect at all. Rico Henry, I think obviously we're needing some attacking players to go forward, and it's like Lewis Ferguson took his time to get up there. Hopefully he's not picked up an injury. Right, so we'll start the second half. No subs. There's definitely some players there. Well, I'd say most of the players obviously not playing up to their usual high standards, but there's some players that are really struggling at the minute. De La Vega just holds it up. We'll look back for Rico Henry. So he's been one of the bright sparks at the minute. Trying desperately to get the ball over, but cleared out. De La Vega just manages to keep hold of the ball there, but Lewis Ferguson will lay this to Max Power. Max Power cuts inside. He'll have a strike with a left foot. It is going to be a free kick. So it's Archie Jackson. Archie Jackson, our free kick specialist. Might be a little bit close. Obviously the wall's going to be very high here. I don't know if this is a little bit too tight, but it's a great chance for us here to try and take back the lead. Archie Jackson steps up. And not got the pace. Not connected with it. Easy for Dahlberger, really. Didn't want to... Obviously, if it connected with it, wouldn't have needed to gone right into the corner and risk obviously hitting a post, or we didn't quite go as far into the corner as we could have done. Ended up being a poor free kick, really. Oh, come on, we've got to get there. Again, getting chances on. We've just left him all on his own. What are we doing in defence? Walking by the player there. Absolute shocking. There seems to be no movement from our forwards at all. And again, we're giving the ball away, but there is a free kick. We need to get on with this. Archie Jackson's a good ball to Danny Loader. And surely now, Josh Madger. Josh Madger. That's what we needed. It's 2-2. All started from a quick free kick. Jackson to Loader to Madger. So that little triangle of players. So the sub has worked. Nice ball in. And for a change, it's the Watford defence that's gone missing. Josh Madge, that's his 4 for the season. So 2-2. Obviously we're at home, but you've got to say, obviously we came into this game, a draw would have been fantastic really against a strong Watford team who were obviously pushing high in the league. Do we actually go for a win now? Danny Loader. Danny Loader still going. Danny Loader. Oh, it's darn. It looked like it was going to drop back to him again. It's well blocked. Danny Loader did fantastically well there. Wagnerman plays it to Max Power. Max Power looking in for Archie Jackson. Jackson is on his right foot. I don't know why he's shooting from there on the right foot. It's awful finish. Fernandez has been knocked off it again. Batshuayi, and now they're in behind. Luke O'Nien just come on. He's alive to it there, and that's why we brought him on. Obviously, his defensively is going to be a little bit more switched on, you'd say, probably than Wagnerman. And that's a good ball, Archie Jackson. Oh, and it's Michael Keane, I think, who's just managed to work a man off the ball there. Power into Willis. Willis into Archie Jackson. Jackson finds Danny Loader. We'll go back to Archie Jackson here. It's opening up. Archie Jackson. Defender's done well to block it, but chances are there for a winner. Just not taking it. Oh, and De La Vega blocked it out. Oh, and Madja tried to flick it with the back heel there, and somehow it's not gone through. What a chance that would have been. He would have been well through on his own. So Watford are struggling a little bit at the back. They're giving us a lot of chances. Willis. Calm. Back to O'Nien. We'll go back to Willis now. Back to O'Nien. So we're at least looking a little bit more solid going forward. And actually, oh, and just as I say that, Fernandez. Bit of a ropey one there. And clearly we're stuck in between here. We don't want to risk it too much and come away with nothing. Oh, it's played in. Danny Loader can't quite get it off, and I think that's going to be it. It is. So it is a 2-2 draw. I think it's one of those where you want to keep pushing forward. You want to have your men bombing forward. We had the chances, but again, defensively, I think we weren't great there. Definitely in that first half. But a 2-2 draw, we had a lot of chances. Obviously a better performance than the Tottenham game. Right, and we're back. So that point it means that we're in 13th place at the minute. So we're facing Aston Villa. So Villa who are in the top 10. So it's going to be a difficult game. I think I will give Crespo Rincon a start. Obviously Jordan Willis wasn't great in that last game. Lewis Ferguson didn't really play too well though, so I think we'll give him another shot. Simonson wasn't great, so we'll go back onto the bench. And Danny Loader now up to 78 rated, so he's really starting to push on. So I think we'll start Madja. Obviously he picked up a goal as well, Madja, so I definitely don't want to bring him out yet, but we're definitely pushing for some starts, I think, Danny Loader. We'll see how he goes in this game, and obviously if he comes on and plays well, he could potentially get a start next time out. We'll get a couple of starts next episode. Right, so here we are, Villa Park. Really need, or hopefully can we finish off with a good finish here. I say it was very close the last time out against Watford. Perhaps on another day we could have won it, but definitely could have lost as well. So let's see how we're going about against Villa. We need a 90-minute kind of performance rather than being bits and bobs, really. Playing well for some of the game and then struggling for some as well. That's a nice ball. Oh, and Lewis Ferguson did well there. Managed to get the ball off and still going now. Lewis Ferguson! Oh, that's a great save. How did he get down? With his right hand there. Lewis Ferguson, that's a good start for him. Struck it hard. It's a good save. So Lewis Ferguson straight into the game, and we were wondering whether, obviously we needed, or if we wanted to keep him in for this game, but straight away I think he's answered the question there. Crespo Rincon now, he's another one who's obviously earned his place back today. We've dealt with Villa reasonably well. Why not really, obviously looking too threatening going forward. But it's Fernandez bombing forward to the centre back. Madja did well. It's into Archie Jackson, who slipped through. Again, it's on his right foot. He's tried to have a swing at it. Well, that kind of goal was going in last season. Oh, and Jackson's cut off it. You do just see that the physical demands of the Premier League are much higher. So players like Peters and Archie Jackson are just not developed enough. Villa now looking like they're going to have a chance here to end this half. Crespo Rincon, is a good header away, but Villa still keeping hold of it here. But there is the half-time whistle. So Villa just pushing on a little bit at the end. Obviously it looked like we were going to get a chance as well, but both teams not troubling the keeper too much in that first half. Right, so again we'll kick off here. No changes at half time. It was a reasonable first half, really. Tris Peters, he bumped off it, like I say. Oh, and Peters trying to get his shoulder in there, but unfortunately didn't get the ball. They're trying to come forward. Oh, and he did well initially. De La Vega then gave it away. Now we're struggling in the back, and it's come off the bar. Oh, and what a let off. Now we look for Madja, and easily cut out. Should have looked over the top, really. So that's going to give Villa a big lift here. That's well done. And we'll go back to Wagnerman now. Wagnerman bombing forward. It's a nice ball into Archie Jackson. Jackson takes his time, gets it towards Madja, but Mings was always there. Not had much in this first half, but we'll give Danny Loader a chance. Obviously, he was calling for a start today, but we'll see what he can do with the last half hour here. Power back to Wagnerman. Wagnerman trying to knock that into Archie Jackson, but that passing lane was cut out. And Tris Peters now in behind. Peters looking for Loader, but it's not the ball. Oh, it's coming back to Peters, is it? No. Cleared by Villa. So to be fair, both teams seem quite desperate when the ball is played in at the back. A bit panicky. There's a good chance, and it's easily cut out by House, I think it was. It's a good ball over the top. Wagnerman has been caught upfield. Oh, that's a good tackle there. Crespo Rincon. You see with a fist pump, he's pumped up today. So we will make changes, I think. Well, bring in that defensive midfielder. Wagnerman's looking a little bit tired out there, so we'll bring him off as well. And going forward as well, obviously 15 minutes to go. Villa have picked up their game a little bit, so I think we need those changes to hang on here. Crespo Rincon again, hacking it away there. Well, like I say, Villa, the home team, they've clearly being pushed on now by their home fans. They realise that they need the result here. Well done, Crespo Rincon again. Oh, but they've got a chance. In the end, it wasn't a good effort. Drew Yearwood now plays it into Power. Power looking for De La Vega, but he just managed to get the foot in. So the home fans, as you can hear, are trying to lift their team. So we are very much on the back foot now, just trying to hang on to this point. O'Nien did well, but Tris Peters not got there. Pickford, not the head punch we needed there. Unfortunately, Samata couldn't get enough on that head. Oh, what are you doing? Pickford into Rico Henry now. Henry plays it to Drew Yearwood. Into Archie Jackson. Can we just get the one chance and come away with the 3 points here? It's not looking likely. Villa again picking the ball up and coming forward. So it's one of those games we don't want to concede late here and give away a point. Oh, what have you given there? Fernandez, I think that's got to be a handball, and it's literally an injury time. What has gone off there? Why have you led with your arm? Big 6 foot plus is in front of Mata and he's just waved his arm. It's hit his back arm there. Poor. Samata and Pickford, it's gone off the post. Oh, and it's gone straight through to Trezeguet, who's put it in. What has happened? How has that happened? So Pickford guesses right. I think it's hit the post. Trezeguet though reacts first, slots it in, and we've given that one. So there it is, it's the last kick. It's a 1-0 defeat. So that turns what could have been a relatively decent episode into really a poor one. As you can see, nothing much in that game. Both teams quite disappointing really, but Villa are going to come away with the 3 points. Right, so as you can see there, late drama. Trezeguet steals Villa a win. I think that's quite sums that game up really. But that will finish this episode. So we go down. We're going to be in 14th now. So 11 points. As you can see, the teams below us are struggling, so that's helping. The fact that obviously a lot of the teams below are having a hard time picking up points themselves, but obviously we would have been up in 12th if we'd managed to hang on to that point. That moved Villa up to 8th. Man City still perfect at the top, 11 games, 11 wins. Liverpool have just lost the 1. So yeah, so that'll finish that episode. Disappointing really, but we'll come back next time. So let's have a look who we've got next month. So we've got Leicester, Arsenal, Wolves and Everton. So I think Everton are struggling down at the bottom, so I'm not sure. We'll come back next time and we'll obviously decide who we're gonna sim. But that's it for this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.